Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on.
What's up, DC fans? We are here at this moment of different kinds and backgrounds to unite and talk the latest of DC, the DCU in particular. Creature Commandos has already premiered on Max. I was the fool that stayed up to 3 a.m. in the morning, and my boy Carlos was there with me, and we had the watch party, and it actually went pretty well. A pretty good turnout, so I think that's going to be a regular thing, for the rest of the season. I got my breakdown, we got reactions, and then one thing that's been a lot of people are talking about on the timeline right now is the full season trailer of Creature Commandos. Now, and especially one image that has a lot of people talking and other things. So let's jump into kind of break down this trailer. Let's run this here.
Hurry up! I have a message for your leaders.
So first thing, Circe, I guess this is the big bad, right? Season 1, it's a 7-episode season. And Circe, she, is a magic-based villain, right? In the comics, has been a villain mostly for Wonder Woman and the Amazons, but also Superman. And so it was a little hint of she probably already had an encounter with Superman in Metropolis. And of course, we know with Superman, not just kryptonite hurts him, but in the Red Sun, but also magic. So Circe obviously is a formidable opponent for Superman. So I like seeing Circe taking front stage. That's just one thing here.
I will show you the future.
So she said she would show them the future. And this is the imagery. First off, this could be some bait and switch, some misdirection in the trailer. But with Circe being magic based, she probably can cause illusions and things like that, right? I will show you the future. That's what this is at least implying. But what do we see here? The future. Now this, bro, like I said, internet's going crazy over this imagery. It's, again, implying a darkest timeline, dark future. That's what DC's all about. Front and center, we see corenswet Superman. This is our first time really kind of seeing, this suit fully. Again, it's animated. We'll see how it looks in live action, post-production. But the shield looks good. I got to say that the shield looks good. And again, you have this, this whole messianic imagery that Superman has always been used for this, multiple iterations. So, that is what it is. And then, the internet sleuths, they kind of figured out on the left there, Starfire, very comic accurate looking Starfire. Again, what's in the animation, we're expecting in live action. You're putting Starfire right here with a pretty accurate suit, got the hair flowing. I'm intrigued. On the far right, the internet sleuths have figured out that that's Mr. Terrific, judging by his pants and jacket. Again, him with Superman, all the heroes together. Again, this is just DC doing alternate timelines or whatever, darkest future. I like it. Or just a dark vision. It could just be, again, a magic-based dark vision. I'm intrigued. The people in the back there wasn't able really to make out who's the other figurines. And you got Peacemaker here just obliterated. And if you see further in the back there, other potential heroes. On this far right here, is that the Superman's cape or what's that red thing flowing there? But so again, this is just, a possible timeline. How can they prevent it? It seems like they're trying to imply Circe is involved with this. We'll see, right? We'll see how that comes together.
With Americans, within weeks, it's nothing but threat.
So we saw a few images flash there. The princess Ilana, which again, I think is more than meets the eye with her. I think there's going to be some misdirection with her, but this is an original character that Gunn created for the show. So We'll just see what she turns out to be. But you see this encounter, Frankenstein and Rick Flag. Why? We'll see. And Frankenstein, like I said, I think is more to that backstory as well. Like the bride, maybe she's not a reliable narrator, right? Is that possible? Who knows, right? This is all speculation right now.
What I want, I'll give it to you. What I want is you dead.
So again, the motivations of Circe, maybe the princess is just what it appears, because the princess seems pretty, weak and defeated. And Circe is like, I just want to murk you. That's all. I don't want your oil or money, So why? That is the question. I think there's something cooking with this story. We'll see.
We've been set up by that damn witch.
So again, is there a bigger player? Is there a bigger twist? So it looks like they defeat Circe eventually. The way it looks like with the burn marks that Dr. Phosphorus played a major part, kind of gave her the stiff arm in the face there, according to his power set, right?
Maybe you should just give him 30 seconds. He's an older guy. Give him a full minute.
That was a hilarious moment with Dr. Phosphorus right there on the outside, with Flag and the princess getting it on. That was, I know some people, they hate when comedy is kind of injected, but there's a such thing as comedic timing and, the right time to kind of do, a funny thing to kind of lessen the levity. And I thought that was just a hilarious moment right there with Dr. Phosphorus.
30 seconds. He's an older guy. Give him a full minute.
I do not belong. Nor-
So again, that fight with the bride and Circe, I thought that was, a highlight moment, where again, we're learning the rules of this DCU. So you see a meta, which is the bride. She has enhanced strength, just like Frankenstein. And then you put in reverse a magic-based character, Circe. So that was just nice, just seeing just in this world, how does this fight stack up? We had a pretty good fight right there.
What, are we supposed to be buddies now?
No one loves a woman who makes things too easy.
So it's interesting, Bride and Frankenstein. I mentioned this on my breakdowns that this was a change that James Gunn made to the lore of to the Bride and Frankenstein, is that they were, in the comics, they were actually a couple together. They were together. And then there was an inciting event that, turned the bride against Frankenstein. It definitely wasn't what was in this show of her sleeping with her creator, falling in love with her creator. That's why I just wonder if that was a reliable narration, of that history. But from what was presented to us, something's changed in that story. I do eventually want to see the bride and Frankenstein to come together, though. But I just wonder if this version of it can do it.
Go fuck yourself.
That was an amazing moment. When we saw that live, that was hilarious.
What is it that you desire?
Are these Nazis, General?
Yeah, G.I., these are Nazis.
So G.I. Robot, why everyone likes G.I. Robot? He's always asking about Nazis. He wants to destroy Nazis. And so we're going to finally get that payoff, because it didn't take nothing. Like every time someone was acting funny, G.I. Robot was like, yo, Rick Flag, is that a Nazi? Like, do I gotta bust a cap in him? So we're going to finally see, I'm sure, a huge moment for G.I. Robot.
I always love a good barbecue.
And Dr. Phosphorus, man, I'm really liking. Again, I'm liking a few of these characters there. And again, we see this here, that stiff arm move right there. We saw Circe earlier. She had that handprint on her face. This is just one of Dr. Phosphorus' moves. Clayface, we got the clay. I almost forgot about the Clayface moment, because we're getting hit by several things here. So Clayface, He's definitely in the Creature Commandos. We got that glimpse of Superman and Mr. Terrific. Interesting Easter eggs.
What if we're killing all of these people for no reason? It's gonna bring about the end. Isn't any risk worth stopping that? You don't understand what you've done! You've doomed the world!
What does that mean, right? They doomed the world. Is that deep? Is that deep what's going on here? We'll see, man. Like I said, it's a few cool standouts of this season trailer. And like I said, the big one, that Darkest Timeline. What can we make of that? Will we get, like I said, a real glimpse of that? We know, again, this is a DC trope that's been used several times. Just in the Snyderverse, we had the Knightmare Future. Again, different timelines. So Gunn's doing, I guess, his own version of the Darkest Timeline. You got Circe involved, but it seems like a bigger player over Circe. And as far as if we're thinking of like, what's is there a bigger bad than Circe? Just in the comics, she's been affiliated with the Injustice gang or Injustice League. So is there like a Lex Luthor? Is Lex Luthor pulling the strings behind the scenes? I expect to see Lex Luthor in this season, though anything can happen. You showed Superman. So anyone technically could be in this, just a glimpse in this season. But maybe behind the scenes, Lex is pulling the strings and got Circe to do all this, because we still got to get the full motivations of Circe, why she wants the princess dead. They seemingly stop her, but maybe it's someone else. So we shall see. Appreciate y'all checking out this breakdown. Thank you for watching the recent videos. The DCU has begun, so it's a lot of deep dives that's going to be coming.
You got monsters.